when she comes. We will kill the old red rooster, we will kill the old red rooster, we will kill the old red rooster when she comes. We'll have chicken, we'll have dumplings when she comes. We'll have chicken, we'll have dumplings when she comes. We'll have chicken, we'll have dumplings, we'll have chicken, we'll have dumplings, we'll have chicken, we'll have dumplings when she comes.
Yes, chicken and dumplings. They have been around for years and years, and several of my viewers have been asking when am I going to do a video on chicken and dumplings, especially the cowboy way of doing it, the easy way. There's various ways to make chicken and dumplings, all the way from extremely easy to rather difficult and involved. But I do things the cowboy cooking way, you know, so it's going to be the easy and quick and economical way for me. Well, we start off with the basics. Pot on the stove, a bit of oil in there, and some diced onions. Everything except chocolate pudding starts out with some diced onions. We're going to let those start cooking, and as soon as they get a little bit tender, we'll take the next step. Well, the onion is getting translucent, and put in about a heaping teaspoon of flour to make a roux. Stir that around in the oil. Don't want to brown the onions, that makes them taste bad. A little bit of fresh ground black pepper in here, that always makes for good flavor. And now it's time for the stock. I've got some chicken stock here. I buy it in a box. If you're buying it in the can, one can is enough. One can is 2 cups. This is about a cup I've put in here. Open the other box, put in about a cup out of it. That ought to be about enough. There's no hard measurements in this. You just put in what looks about right and go from that. Now we'll heat this up until it starts to boil for the next step. Okay, this is starting to boil, and see how it's slightly thickened there like a real thin gravy? That's what it's supposed to do. That flour that I put in gives the stock some body. The next thing we need to put in there is a can of cream of chicken soup. That's the universal thing, and so many things work so well with cream of chicken soup. And it's make casseroles with it, soup, chowder, all kinds of things like that. They even put it in some kinds of baked goods. What we'll do is put that in there and stir it in as it heats and combines with it. And I've opened my chicken here. I'm going to add the juice out of that at this time. This is a 6-ounce can of chicken chunk white breast meat and rib meat, it says, and it says it's 2 servings, so I'm making for 2 people, 2 servings. If you want more, use 2 cans. That's a 6-ounce can. Okay, it started bubbling. At this point, I'm going to check it for salt. Which it has plenty. But it's going to need some garlic powder. Now you can use fresh or powdered garlic or whatever you want. And some dried thyme leaves. Thyme is just a perfect seasoning for chicken. We'll stir that in. Okay, at this point, turn that handle around there so I don't hit it. I've got some peas and carrots, frozen peas and carrots. I didn't open it quite big enough there. I'm going to put in about 2 good handfuls. By the way, if you're measuring, 1 normal serving for a person is a handful. I think hands were designed for that purpose. And about 2 handfuls of these peas and carrots should be enough. Stir those in and let it come back to a simmer. Get that paper out of there. That looks a little bit thin, and that wasn't quite a quarter package, so I'm going to add some more. That'll go back in the freezer. Okay, it is now bubbling again. Those peas and carrots really took the heat out of it and had to wait to reheat to start boiling. And the next item is some Pillsbury buttermilk biscuits. These Womp biscuits. Call them Womp biscuits because you open them by peeling the cover back here. And whomp, they open. If they don't, whomp them on the edge of the cabinet there. And you want a pair of scissors here. Just start cutting pieces off of them. Keep them separated from each other so they don't start sticking together. And as you get some in there, push them under. Some people prefer to tear the pieces off. I just do it the easy way. You know, the Cowboy is the easy and fast way to do things, and just saves time and effort. And there's 4 of them in there. And here's the 5th one. Now some people, they save back a biscuit or 2 and toast these, bake them in the oven, and use them kind of for croutons on top of it when it's served. I'm going to do it this way. And the final thing is the chicken meat. That's pretty small pieces. I'm just going to throw it in there like that. Fold it in. Turn the heat down very low at this point and just let them sort of simmer very low for about 7 or 8 minutes minimum. Turn the heat very low here. The shadow goes across it. Put a lid on it. Okay, since there's only one pot, I decided to come in here and serve them at the table. Just as I told you, 4:30, that's 4:30. Can't miss that much.
That's plenty for me, right there.
You sure?
Yep, I'm
Give
sure.
me another dumpling here. And some green onions.
Okay.
And fresh ground black pepper. And there's yours, and I'll dish mine up and let you run a taste test because I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to go for 3 dipperfuls. It looks good. And I'm hungry. We haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. We usually don't eat lunch.
Yeah, anyway, so.
Okay.
I'll tell you before we get on camera, and they need to be cut a little smaller because they puff up.
Well, you're on camera anyway. It's too late. It's already on camera.
Oh.
So you're going to have to at least it's not you weren't like the guy that started the fight that I saw in the Army. He's going through the line and he looked at it and said, just like my mother used to make when she'd come home drunk. So I'm going to take a taste of it now and see how it comes out. Getting one of these dumplings here, a bite of it.
Oh, it looks good. Isn't it good?
Well, it's got flat square dumplings or round puffy ones. It tastes good.
They're good. They are.
So I had less than an hour from start to finish on this. I dirtied 1 pot, 2 bowls, 3 spoons, and a dipper. And that's one of the rules in cowboy cooking. The fewer things you dirty up, the fewer things you have to wash. So if you want an easy and quick meal, these chicken and dumplings here are not only inexpensive, but they're cheap and they're good. And so with that said, God bless America, God bless Texas, and you people have a great day. Oh, and by the way, a disclaimer. No red roosters were injured in the filming of this video.